would you rate his performance as Secretary of State, and do you think this firing was premature?
Gosh, I can't second guess. I mean, you're not in the inside. I don't know what the dynamics were. Obviously, there was some friction between the Secretary of State and the President. Some days that would be putting it mildly.
If you had a beer.
I thought substantively that he developed quite quickly and impressively. I think the substantive positions, by and large, were, frankly, lots of candidates that run for offices, they win the office, and then they find out, all those campaign slogans and promises and everything else sort of run up on the rock. They collide with reality. And I think that if you actually even look at this presidency, if you had to choose between continuity and change for foreign policy, you probably, believe it or not, opt for continuity. The tweets and rhetoric and all the rest of that notwithstanding, except for maybe 3 areas, and trade is very much one of those. The other might be immigration, although again, we're still not really sure what the ultimate policy will be, and then climate. But by and large, in the other areas, and this is not that startling because again, an awful lot of very bright people have worked on these issues, and there aren't easy answers. And you end up coming back to reverting to the mean. And you saw the president himself criticize the Chinese as currency manipulators, unfair traders, the South China Sea, not doing enough to North Korea. Took a phone call from the Taiwanese president after the election, but before being sworn in, criticized him further after being sworn in, then called up President Xi and embraced the one China policy, invited him to Mar-a-Lago for the summit, and went to Beijing. Now, yes, there is pressure on China about North Korea, correctly in my view. Yes, there are some trade issues that are being pursued pretty aggressively. Frankly, those are probably long overdue. Some of those, again, you can talk about each one and the justification for it, perhaps. But by and large, and again, the senior diplomat, I think, has guided this together with a good team in the White House. I think it's substantively well. I think the question that a lot of people have is why it has taken so long, though, to get confirmed Assistant Secretaries of State in particular, and why there has been such an exodus, frankly, of the senior ranking members of the State Department. Reportedly well over 50% of the general officer equivalents. And it's hard to understand, again, what is the dynamic here, what was that all about? But my hope would certainly be that Mike Pompeo, recognizing the issues that exist, will be able to work effectively with the White House and with the President, with whom he's developed, obviously, a very strong relationship and mutual respect. He's a very bright individual, number one in his class at West Point. That's a special breed of individual. Harvard Law School, successful businessman, obviously successful political figure, and has been a strong director of the CIA. So, what I would look for there in particular would be how quickly can they get individuals nominated, qualified individuals nominated and confirmed,